Yo, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be sharing my ultimate guide to growing a YouTube gaming channel in 2018. This will also be the best way to start a YouTube gaming channel in 2018. So be sure to stick around.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
If you want to discover the secret to getting more views on your YouTube gaming videos, then listen up. Click on the link in the card in the top right hand corner of the video to get started now. That link will take you to this page where you can download this free ebook that will show you how to use video SEO to bring more views to your gaming videos. Yo, what's going on? I'm Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better. And over the past few weeks, I did a few live streams doing a bunch of channel reviews for upcoming YouTube gamers and aspiring YouTube gamers, and I saw that a lot of the individuals that I was reviewing the channels of were making the same mistakes again and again and again. And I've got a bit of experience on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since around 2011, I believe. I've experimented a lot with my channel. I've made a lot of different types of content, and I've learned over the years what works and what doesn't. So I've decided to, compile that into a video and give you guys a succinct amount of information to give you guys everything that you need to know to basically start your YouTube gaming channel and start it the right way. Now, also put all this information in my book, Gamer's Guide to Greatness, but that's way more in depth and I can't cover that in a quick video. So we're going to go over 10 points that you guys should be keeping in mind, 10 things that I want you to know in order to start your YouTube gaming channel. Now, this will set you miles ahead of the rest of the competition because most people aren't doing this stuff. Most people won't even search for a video like this, so you're already starting on a higher slate than most people who are just putting out gaming content on YouTube, because a lot of people, they're just filling up videos and hope for the best. So let's start with number one. I don't want to give you like a big speech before we get into the actionable stuff, but let's start with number one. Number one is define your value proposition. So what does that mean? Basically, this means you need to think about why should anyone watch your content. That's what you need to understand. You need to find that. Why should anyone watch your content? Understand that. Instead of being like, oh, subscribe to me because I want to have subscribers, you need to think, what value do you provide to people? Understand that, and you'll be able to gain way more subscribers way more quickly, because people will actually be getting something from your channel. A lot of starting YouTubers, what they do is they either they upload a bunch of videos or they don't upload enough videos. But let's say they upload a fair amount of videos, and what they'll do is they'll spam. They'll ask people, hey, subscribe to me, or hey, subscribe to me because of this, and all that sort of stuff. They're always thinking about me. And why that doesn't work is because everyone else is thinking about me. Like that's just how people think. Every time someone's coming to your channel, they're thinking, what's in it for me? And if your video is saying, hey, subscribe to me so that I can be big and famous and live my YouTube dream, most people are going to be like, next. Next. Don't want to watch this guy. There's no need. He's not giving me anything. You need to be thinking about what you can give a potential viewer, what kind of value you are actually delivering. And once you have that, then you can be like, okay, subscribe to my channel because you'll get this. Like, this is the reason you'll want to subscribe to my channel. And you'll be able to identify the types of people that will benefit from your content and the types of people who won't benefit from your content. And both of those things are very, very important. You don't want to please everyone, because if you try to please everyone, you please no one. And that brings us on to the second point, which is niche down. Now, what does niching down mean? If you've never heard of the term before, niching down basically means being very, very specific with your target audience, being very, very specific with the type of content you make to serve a specific type of person. Basically, instead of trying to make content that pleases everyone, you try to make content that pleases a certain type of person. And I firmly believe that if you have an interest or you like one thing, then there are at least 5,000 other people who have the same interest or like that thing. So don't be thinking, okay, I need to pick something that's big enough because there needs to be 1 million people who like it so that I can get 1% of the viewership. Don't think that. Think you need to get as specific as possible. You want to get so specific that you're thinking, wait, like, I might not reach anyone with this. You want to get to that point. And once you're at that point, I think you're in a very, very good position. For example, on my channel, I've recently been making a bunch of Ark Survival Evolved tutorials based on, you know, Ark's server tutorials. So how to set up your Ark server, how to do certain things on your Ark server. Now that is a small niche. And those videos are getting like 10,000, 5,000, those types of views. Like I swear one of them's over 20,000 because no one else is doing it. And like, it's not super vague, it's specific to the type of person who wants that content. So if anyone is running an Ark server and they want to learn how to create their server, or how to run their server, or how to do a specific thing, they know I'm the guy to come to because I've got so much content around that, and I'm making content specifically for that person. That's really, really important. Now, there are a few ways you can niche down. I'm going to give you 3 ways. You can niche down on a specific game. Pick one game to play on your channel. You can do that. I think this is probably the best thing to do, especially if you want to grow quickly. You can niche down on one genre of game on your channel. So like FPS, RPGs. What other genres do you have? Open world games, that sort of stuff. That's good as well because it enables you to branch out. But honestly, I think going with the game and then branching out into the genre is a better strategy. Like, go as super niche as possible when you're starting out, because you'll gain more encouraged people. Like, you'll gain people who are going to be like, oh my god, this is for me, and they're going to be your evangelists. Those are the people who are going to be like, oh, this channel is so perfect for me, and those people are going to then go and promote your channel and do that sort of stuff. And that's really what you want to do at the beginning. You want to build that engaged community, because that's going to help you out in the long run. And then the third way of niching down is to do one type of content. For example, you're doing tutorials on your channel, or let's plays. Don't do let's plays, please don't do that, especially when you're starting out. But that could be a thing. Or live streams, live streaming 2-player single player, not 2-player single player, split screen games, or something like that. You know, one specific type of content. So second step, niche down. So important. So many people don't do this. They play every single game. And I did that when I started out. Well, actually, when I first started out playing games, I played GTA because that was the only game I had. And that was the game that I wanted to play. And I bought my Elgato and all that sort of stuff to specifically play GTA on my channel. And then from that, I played other games and, you know, kept on playing other games and experimenting, and gained following from, you know, certain games. Like, people subscribe to me to watch me play UFC. Maybe you subscribe to me to watch me play GTA Online. A lot of people have recently subscribed to me to see me play Ark. Like, different types of games have built my channel over the years. So I've been able to, you know, pick this game. I know how to start playing a game on your channel and how to build a following around it. And I think you should start with one game, build a following around that game, and then also use hub content, which we'll talk about later. But that's the type of content that will actually get people interested in your personality. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go on to step 3, which is learn how to use video SEO. This is basic practices. This needs to be done. You need to know this. Now, the big YouTubers, a lot of big YouTubers don't know this stuff, yeah? But when you're starting out, if you actually want to grow and you want to make something of your channel, you need to know more than people who are already successful know. Don't be looking at what people who are already successful are doing, because that's not going to help you. You need to be looking at the people who are down in the dirt grinding like you. Look at the people who are close to you, see what they're doing to grow their channels, and focus on that and see what you can learn from them, instead of the people who are already super big, because they won't have to do the same things that you need to do in order to grow your channel. So learn about SEO. So important. SEO is basically your tags, your titles, your descriptions, even closed captions. I've got a whole course, a whole free mini course that you guys can go and sign up to learn how to use SEO. It's called like How I Got 23,000 Subscribers on My Channel. It's all based around SEO, and I walk you through the process of how to upload a new video, how to title it, how to do the descriptions, how to do the tags, and all that sort of stuff. That link will be in the description below, and there'll also be a card over there. So, you know, click on that, learn how to use SEO. Very, very important, so important. And so many people don't even know how to use it. So again, you're going to be ahead of the curve there. You're going to be ahead of most people who aren't doing that research. And that you really want to give yourself as many advantages as you can. And you want to use all the tools that you have at your disposal to make a success of yourself, and focus on what you have control over. Don't worry about how many views you're getting and all that sort of stuff. But we'll get onto that later. We'll tell you why you don't need to worry about that sort of stuff, because some people may tell you you need to worry about the first 72 hours. But no, if you're doing good SEO, then you can have a video that does terrible in the first 48 hours, which happens to me a lot. Like, my videos may get 50 views or something. This video probably isn't going to get millions of views in the first 24 hours or whatever. But over time, people are going to continue searching how to grow their YouTube channel in 2018 over the year. Next year, I'll do an updated video. So this sort of thing is, you know, you need to be thinking about long-term game, but we'll get onto that. So what's number 4? Number 4 is create a content plan. Now, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Like, that is a quote that they told me in school, which I thought was incredibly cheesy, but it's true. It's true. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yeah, I almost got it wrong there. And what that means is, if you have no plan, you have no set goal of what you want to achieve on YouTube or how you're going to go about doing it, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to get there, because you're not going to be taking the actual actions that get you towards that place. And for example, if you want to grow, I'm going to give you a quick, nice, sweet content plan for you. I've got a content plan template that you can download below in the description as well. But I'm just going to give you a quick idea of the type of thing that you want to be doing in your content plan. If you want to grow, if that's what you want to do, if what you want to do is target growth, then this is what you want to do. Generally, you want to upload as many videos as possible. Daily would be best, as daily would enable you to get better at creating content more quickly, because the more executions you have, the better you're going to get at it, because you're just going to learn quicker. And it's going to give you more chances to rank and more chances to bring in more subscribers and views and that sort of stuff. So do as many videos as you can. But for this example, we're going to say you're doing 5 videos. Yeah, 5 videos a week, which is no small task, believe me, but it can be done. It can definitely be done. So if you're doing 5 videos a week, you want 3 of those videos to be help content. What's help content? Well, help content is the type of content which ranks in search. So this is like how to grow your YouTube gaming channel in 2018, how to tie a tie, how to do a star jump, how to, you know, do whatever, tutorials, tip videos. That sort of stuff is help content, things that people are actually searching for in the YouTube search engine. And if you sign up to the SEO course I talked about earlier, I'll walk you through the process of how to find good key phrases and find what people are actually searching for, so that you can make videos that people actually want, instead of making a video and then trying to persuade people to want it, which is not the greatest thing to do. Like, later down the line, you can do that. Once you've already built an audience, you can then give people what you want them to watch, and then, you know, people may come and watch it. But really, when you're starting out, you want to give people what they want already, better than what other people are putting out there. That's the basic strategy. So 3 of your videos, you want it to be help content that's ranking in search. 2 of your videos, then you want to be hub content, and that's like your let's plays, those are your live streams, those are your vlogs, that sort of stuff. That's your hub content. And if you really want to grow really quickly, then you could even skew this even more towards help content. You could do 4 help videos and 1 hub content video, which is what I generally do when I'm starting out playing a new game. Generally, actually, I just go all the way help content for like a few months, and then I start doing the hub content. But having both help and hub content in there is very good. It's just basic content planning, and use it. Use this strategy. Take it, use it. You'll see a big difference. Way better than if you're just putting out let's plays and live streams and hoping for the best. Trust me. Trust me. The search friendly videos that rank in search will bring viewers to your channel, bring traffic to your channel, and then the hub content where, you know, you're showing your personality and stuff, that's going to keep people around and keep people caring about you as a person. And that's what's going to have the underlying thread between your content and have people watching your channel for you. So don't start off being like, okay, I want people to watch my channel for me, because no one cares about you when you start out. No one gives a shit about you. No one knows who you are. No one cares about you. No one's searching for you. They're searching for answers to their problems. You answer their problems, then they come to your channel. They're like, okay, you answered my problem once, let's see if he's got other videos around this. If you got related videos around that topic, then they're more likely to subscribe. Or they may go away and be like, yeah, he solved my problem, but I don't need this. And then they have another problem, they search for that. And now they find your channel again, and now they're like, whoa, this guy's got all the answers. Let me subscribe. That's how it works out, man. So keep that in mind. Be thinking about that and use this. Use it, please. Don't just watch this video. Use it. Number 5, create channel art that communicates what your channel is about within 5 seconds. You want people to know exactly what your value proposition is and what you're going to be delivering to them within 5 seconds of them hitting your homepage. You don't want people trying to figure out what your channel's about or what type of videos you make. You want people to know immediately, so they know, okay, I've landed on this channel. Is this for me or is it not for me? If you make it take too long for people to figure out if the channel's for them or if it's not for them, then most people, they just can't be bothered. They're not gonna waste the time using all, you know, their brain power to figure out if it's for them. They're just gonna be like, let's go. Like, that's what most people do. Like, and I've seen so many people's channel arts that just have their name there, which says nothing. That's so redundant. We already know your name. We can see the channel name. You don't need to put your channel name there unless, you know, you can have your channel name there, but it's not necessary. That shouldn't be the focus. You need to be letting people know exactly what type of content you're putting up there. And I highly suggest you also put your release schedule up there. That's not necessary, but I highly suggest it. Personally, I put my release schedule up there. Let's look at my channel art real quickly. So here's my channel. And as you can see, it says, I'm teaching you how to be better. That's my value proposition. I'm teaching you how to be better. If you want to know how to be better, if you want to know how to better yourself as a person, then you may relate to this. Now, I am a variety channel, so I do a variety of things, so it's harder for me to communicate my message really straight off, but teaching you how to be better really encompasses everything I do, because I do a bunch of tutorials around games, around software, around anything that I particularly want to talk about. And I also do reviews of games and software and all that sort of stuff. And I'm also going to be talking about entrepreneurship. This kind of is a video about entrepreneurship, because growing your YouTube gaming channel is the first step on the road to entrepreneurship. Because if you're a YouTuber, you don't have a job. Like, YouTube isn't your employer. They don't pay you a salary. This isn't a job. This is self-employment. This is a business. Remember that. So as you can see, it says tutorials, reviews, and entrepreneurship. That's the type of content I put up on my channel. And it says new videos every week. So you know that if you subscribe to my channel, you're gonna get new videos every single week. I also say streaming on Twitch on Thursdays from 8 p.m. GMT. I've stopped doing that, to be honest. I need to take that out of my channel, and I'm gonna update it, because this arrow now just goes all over the gaff, unless I think I need to get rid of this. Yeah, no, that didn't do it. That did not do it. But when I designed this was actually in the right place, and I think this is in the right place on mobile. But I'm gonna have to redesign that. But just get some good channel art that communicates what your channel's about and lets people know what to expect within 5 seconds. You want people to know, is this channel for me or is this not for me? Get your value proposition in there. As you can see, I teach people how to be better. I try to help people improve either their gaming, either themselves as a person, you know, that sort of stuff. So get that in there and make it really understandable really quickly. You want people to, you don't want them to have to think a lot, basically. You want them to be able to understand what's going on really quickly without having to sit around and think and try to understand themselves. You just want to spoon feed the information to them, because people will not give you the time of day. They don't care enough about you to be sitting there figuring out what you're about. The truth is that people don't care until you make them care. That's why you need to provide the value, let people know what's in it for them, and then eventually down the road they'll be like, you know, I like this guy. What's in it for him? Let me help him out. That's how you do it. So the next thing I want you guys to think about is, what's this, number 6? Number 6. Playlists. Playlists are so important, especially on your homepage. Let's go to my homepage real quick. And let's look at these playlists, because a lot of you guys, you just don't use playlists. You just got all your videos up there, or you got uploaded videos and your popular videos, and that's it. That's not good enough. Not good enough at all. Playlists are an opportunity to show people what type of content you're making on your channel. As you can see, Ark Survival Evolved, PS4 rented server fixes and tutorials. I'm showing people what type of content they can expect from my channel. And also in my playlist, I've got different colors to differentiate what type of content you're going to be getting. As you can see, this is green, so you know these are Ark videos. I've recently changed that to purple. We just brought this in, by the way, like over the last 6 months or something. So when you look back at some of these thumbnails, this thumbnails weak thumbnails, but they're still bringing in, look, 30k views, 66k views. Thumbnails, as long as they're not too bad and you're ranking well for SEO, you can still get views and you can still get people to click through. Although good thumbnails is very, very necessary, and we'll come to that later. But as you can see, my channel, basically the main thing right about now is my Ark Survival Evolved videos. That's what most people are coming to the channel for. That's what most people come and subscribe for, what most people expect from the channel. So I've got these up very, very high. Now you want to have the things that you're producing most very, very high, the things that you're focusing on at the top of your channel, basically. And we have a channel trailer, which is also very, very important. Communicate your value proposition in your channel trailer. Let people know what to expect. This is what this is all about. So as you can see, then I've got my YouTube guides, tips and tutorials to help people grow their YouTube gaming channels. Then I've got my Adobe Premiere Pro tutorials, which I'm going to be doing more of. Then I've got my popular uploads, so people know that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just telling you to grow your YouTube gaming channel and I haven't done this. You can clearly see, you know, I've made videos. I know how to get a bunch of views if that's what I wanted to do. I'm able to do that. And then we've got my recent uploads. So if you come to the channel, you want to see what I'm uploading recently, like what I'm currently doing, then you can come to here. And then I've got my game reviews, which is like a passion project. I really like doing this sort of stuff. And then we've got more playlists, a bunch more playlists. We'll probably get rid of the Rainbow Six playlist eventually, because I'm not really doing that right about now. But as you can see, I've clearly segmented the content in my channel to different playlists, and I've got those represented on my homepage. Now this is extremely important, especially if you are a variety channel like myself. If you do a variety of content, you definitely need to have playlists to show people the variety of content that you're making. Otherwise, people are just going to get confused. If all you've got is one playlist that says uploads and you're doing a bunch of different things, people aren't going to have a clue what it is that they can expect from you, or how many types of videos around the same thing that you'll be putting out, and it's going to be so hard for them to navigate your channel. If I go over to playlists, you'll see that I've got a lot of playlists. We've got a lot of playlists. A lot. Look, loads. Every time you make a new series or you play a new game, make a playlist. It's very, very important. It's very, very important for gaining watch time. It's very, very important for organization. Also, when you're sharing videos, make sure you're sharing them from a playlist, so that, you know, if you're sharing it on Twitter or Facebook or wherever you're sharing it, when people click through, they click through to the video and they see a bunch of other related videos that they can continue to watch. That will help boost your watch time. Trust me, do it. Very, very important. That should be basic practices for you from now on. Every time you share a video, make sure you're sharing it from the playlist with the playlist, so that when people click on it, they get taken to the playlist. You can Google how to do that. It's not hard. The next thing I want to touch on is thumbnails. Thumbnails are so important. And the reason why they're so important is because thumbnails are what get you the view. Like, if people search for your content and they see that you've got the right title, you've got the right description, all that sort of stuff, but then you've got a terrible thumbnail, they're going to think that you don't know what you're doing. They're not going to take you seriously. You need to have good thumbnails. It's so important. And let's look at my thumbnails. I'm not thumbnail specialist. I'm not thumbnail master by any means. I am not a designer, but I know how to do simple, straightforward thumbnails. Like, these are simple, straightforward thumbnails in which people can actively see what the video is about, and it's nice and enticing. It's nice and inviting. I've been doing even more simplified thumbnails recently. If we go to my videos, you'll see how simple I've gotten with my thumbnails, and it's just the text. It's just the text. This thumbnail's less text, but generally don't watch these. These have no thumbnails because my PC was broken at the moment and this video is not released, so forget about those. But generally, we've got just text. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not a designer, like I'm not a designer, just making straightforward thumbnails that don't like clutter the screen, that don't have a lot of useless things on them, and don't look weird and look over cluttered and look like there's just loads of BS on the thumbnail. Things that are really straight to the point that people can just actively look at from a mile away and be like, okay, I understand what this video is about. That is so important. And I would suggest just do the text. Just do text. If your thumbnail is you getting a picture and you putting text on top of it and it looks terrible, stop it right now and just do the text. And if you're going to have photos in the background, you need to maybe, you know, research design, research some composition, and photo composition and that sort of stuff. And if you're adding text to anything, have rectangles in the background. I can't tell you how much these rectangles are great. Like, they're really good. These rectangles, if I didn't have these rectangles, all these text would be way harder to see. But because I've got the rectangles, you can clearly see what's going on here. And I will make a video on how to make thumbnails and that sort of stuff. If you want that, leave a comment down below. So you made better thumbnails, you got your playlists, you got all that sort of stuff going. What's next? Get rid of your 20-second intro. That is so mad how many gaming channels I see that have 20-second useless intros that aren't doing anything for them. Because the fact is, most of you YouTube gamers or aspiring YouTube gamers, you don't have a website. You don't have anywhere where you're actually actively pushing people to in order to make some money or something like that. So you don't have like a business plan. You don't have any reason to be taking 20 seconds away from your content to show people your channel name. What's that doing for you? It's nothing. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything for you. It's not doing anything for the viewer. All it's doing is wasting time and making more people click off your video. The worst thing is when your intro literally comes before your content. That is the worst. Do not just start your video with an intro. Even if you're gonna have an intro, and you know, if you got a website or something, then maybe you may want to have an intro that has your website in there. But if you don't, there's really no point for it. It's just vanity. It really is vanity and ego if you're just putting your name up there because you want people to see your name. People can see your channel name, and you can say your name when you intro the video. You don't need a stinger that has that there. That doesn't make you seem any more professional. All it does is waste people's time. You really just want to get straight into the content. When someone sees your video, when they see the title, they see the thumbnail, and they click, as soon as they click through the video and the video pops up, you want to clarify that the video that they clicked on is going to give them what you said you're going to give them in the title. For example, let's say you make a video on how to level up quick in Overwatch, and your title's how to level up quick in Overwatch. You've got a nice thumbnail that extremely lets people know that's what the video's about. They click through, and then you've got a 20-second intro. 10 seconds in, that person's clicking off to the next video that says how to level up quickly. What you want to do is when they come through, as soon as they hit the video, you want to say, yo, what's going on? Or maybe, you know, do your own greet and don't do my one, but let them know in this video you're going to be learning how to level up quickly in Overwatch, or I'm going to let you know how to level up quickly in Overwatch. I'm going to show you these tactics that help you level up quickly in Overwatch. Let them know that they're getting what they came for. Let them know, and then you can give them maybe a 5-second intro at most. I think my intro's 6 seconds, so I'm breaking the rule a little bit, but no more than that. No 10-second plus intro. Don't do that. That is such a waste of everyone's time. You want to get people straight into the content. You want to deliver value, and then once you do that and you focus on just bringing value to people, you focus on giving people what they want, you'll see more subscribers, you'll see more views, because more people will like and enjoy your content because you're giving them value instead of just making content for the sake of trying to suck value out of people and for the sake of being like, oh, please subscribe to me, I want to be a big YouTuber. That's not the way forward, trust me. Number 9, that is not a number 9, that is a 6. Number 9 is focus on making evergreen content. As you've probably seen on my channel, I do a bunch of tutorials. I do a bunch of videos that if I release them today, they're still relevant 3 years from now. And that's evergreen content. Evergreen content is content that is relevant forever. And that is so important. That is the basis of my channel, and that should be the basis of your channel. I think that's a good foundation of any channel, because the thing with evergreen content is you can stop making videos and you will still be getting subscribers and views. I could stop making videos for the next year and I would still hit 30,000 by the end of the year. I'll still hit 30,000 subscribers. I'll still be bringing in more views and whatnot. Obviously, you know, certain people may not subscribe to me because they'll see last video was posted 7 months ago, but I think I would probably still go up by 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, even if I put out no content, because I've already put out 2,000 videos and a large majority of them are evergreen content. For example, I put out a video called How to Write a Rap Song. I put that out years ago. I don't know what year it was, but it was years ago, maybe 2015 or 2013 or whatever. And when I put that up, I had no idea what I was going to do. I had no idea what I was really doing on YouTube. I didn't know about SEO. I didn't know about ranking or anything like that. I just put the video out because I was like, you know, this is a video on how to write a rap song. I wanted to give people the knowledge because I'm a rapper. I make music. So I was like, you know what? I know how to do this. Let me give people the knowledge. I did that. I put it out, and I think a year later or something, when I looked back at it, I saw that it was on like 50,000 views, and I was like, oh, that's nice. At the time, I had 3 copyright strikes on my channel. No, not 3. That would have been a bit mad. I had 2 copyright strikes on my channel because I had uploaded a Kanye West album, Yeezus, and I'd uploaded Magna Carta Holy Grail by Jay-Z. Those both got copyright striked and taken down. Obviously, I shouldn't have uploaded that. But my thought was, you know, upload it. I have my link there so people click the link or try and pause it and get taken to my website where they can listen to my music or stuff. And I kind of bait and switch them. And that was the goal there. I got a bunch. I think I shot to like 3,000 subscribers there. Don't do that. Don't do it. Even if you hear, you know, he got to 3,000 subscribers doing that, it's not worth it. It was not necessary. Those 3,000 people, they probably don't care about what I'm doing today or anything like that. They wanted more Jay-Z or Kanye content. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. But my thought behind it was they like rap music. Maybe I can introduce them to my rap music. But in doing that, in putting up the How to Write a Rap Song video, let's say it was at 50,000 after a year. Now we look at it, it's at like 928,000. Let me actually bring it up so that you guys know that I'm not talking out my ass, because, you know, I like proof and I like statistics, because I don't just like saying things. And here we are, How to Write a Rap Song. As you can see, this is a terrible keyword to try and target these days. Probably was a terrible keyword back then, but I wasn't out here doing keyword research. As you can see, I'm still ranking number 3. I think I was ranking number 2 maybe a little while ago, but you know, I should be further down now. This is like 4 years ago. And I'm ranking number 3. I got 958,000 views. This is going to hit 1 million. It's going to hit 1 million eventually. This is going to be my first video that's hit over 1 million views. And I'm going to have more videos after that do hit 1 million views, because my videos that I make generally last forever. This video you're watching now, even though it's got 2018 in the title, which may, you know, kind of cut down its life cycle, it's still going to be relevant. This information is still going to be relevant. You're still going to need good thumbnails and good channel art, unless they get rid of that in the system, and that would be mad. But it's still going to be relevant years to come. And that's what you need to be thinking about. Being relevant years to come. I see a lot of you guys, what you're trying to do is emulate big YouTubers like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. This is dated. That me saying that is going to be dated in a couple years, because they're probably not going to be relevant for years to come. But, you know, maybe they will. But that's not the point. The point is, you're trying to emulate the big YouTubers who focus on putting out a video and focus on getting loads of views to that video day one. That's their strategy. Their strategy is put out the video, get their subscribers to watch it, get everyone to watch it day one. Then that props it up, it puts it in trending, maybe it gets it in suggested feeds, and it's a snowballing effect. When you're a smaller YouTuber, you don't really have that. You don't really have that juice to be releasing a video and having a bunch of people get there on day one. And maybe you do, but it's definitely not the best strategy to go forward with. A much better strategy is to play the long game, which is, you know, you put up a video, even if it does 20 views on the first day or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because if you use SEO and you put in the right titles, the right keywords, the right descriptions, the right tags, you can rank for that, so that when people are searching for a video like yours, you're on the first page of YouTube, the first page of Google, and then they find your video, and over time you go up in the rankings because people watch your video. And if it's good content and people are staying and watching a lot of it, then YouTube's going to be like, whoa, that's some good content, let's push that up even more. And then, you know, you're going even more and it snowballs, and you might even get lucky. Like, someone might make a video that's related to your video. Let's say a big YouTuber releases a video that's kind of like your video, it's related to your video, and now they're getting a bunch of views on their video, and you're in the suggested video, so you're gaining traffic from that. You're gaining the traffic from the other person who's just released the video, and then that's when you can see big spikes in your video's growth. And then it's a nice graph upwards, nice trend upwards, which I see with a lot of my videos. Now, I'm not saying every single one of my videos pop off. That is definitely not fact. But if you put out quantity and quality at the same time, you put out good enough quality and you put out a lot of videos, you will see that, like, at least maybe 1 in 10, even 1 in 20. If we're being really conservative and we say 1 in 30, if you put out enough videos, you can get 1 in 30 to rank. That can bring in enough views that you can, then those views can trickle down to the rest of your videos. If you're doing good promotion strategies, like you've got links to your other videos in the description, in your pinned comment, you've got it in a playlist, that sort of stuff, then, you know, that can promote the rest of your videos. You can get more videos that then start to rank, and then it all compounds. It all compounds, and that is just great strategy. Trust me, it works. Stop worrying about those first 72 hours and all that sort of stuff. That's not super necessary. Start thinking about the long game, which is the last point, I believe. Yes, point number 10 is be patient and play the long game. Do I still have this stuff in the background? Yeah. Be patient. I see this all the time. I see people put up 5 videos, so they put up like a few videos, they don't put up a lot, they don't stay consistent, and they're like, well, it's not happening for me, it must be impossible, it's never gonna happen for me, it's never gonna happen for anyone. All those people, they were super lucky, and you know, that's what it is. And that's not the truth. That is a defeatist mindset, and if you think like that, you're gonna lose. You need to start thinking about the long game. Stop thinking, okay, I want to blow up overnight, it would be nice, it's very, very unlikely. Start thinking, if I start today, I start building a catalog of content, I put out 1,000 videos within the next 2 years, how's that gonna help me in the next 5 years? What's that gonna do for me down the line? How's that gonna show that I'm able to do this, or I'm able to do that, or I can put out this type of content on a consistent basis? Think about that. Think about being consistent and creating a body of work, because that's so important. Creating a body of work and being consistent. That's what I did. I am so consistent. I was so consistent. Last year, I started playing Rainbow Six Siege on my channel. And I think I'd done that for like a month or 2 or something like that. And then I moved back to Ark because I didn't want to play Rainbow Six Siege anymore. And it just wasn't doing well. But I should have taken my own advice. If I really wanted to play Rainbow Six, then I would have. But I wanted to play Ark because they released a new feature that allowed me to go and do that. The server feature, like, that was something I was super excited about. But the fact is, the videos that I was releasing at that point in time, they were getting like 20 views, 50 views if I was lucky, 100 views on a good day. I think I had one video that got up to like 200 views and I was like, oh, come on, please go and hit 1,000. Generally, when my videos hit 1,000, I know that they're going to do well. They then usually go on to hit 10,000 and continue going. I don't worry about them after 1,000. But the thing is, yeah, months later, like 4 months later, I had one video out of nowhere which I didn't expect to do anything start popping off, and now it's on like 16,000 views or something. Let's actually see if I can find this. All right, my bad, it's not on 16,000 views. That was one of my Adobe Premiere Pro videos, because I was doing these at the same time. I was doing the Rainbow Six Siege content and the Adobe Premiere Pro content, and my Adobe Premiere Pro content was getting about the same, like 20 views and whatnot. And now there's one of the videos, I think it's over 16,000, how to move pictures or something, how to animate pictures as well. So this video, 6 tips to get better on console, is now on 9.1k views. When I put it out, it wasn't doing pretty well. We've still got videos that are like 200, 100, that sort of stuff. I don't think there's any like on 50 or anything like that. No, luckily. But as I said at the beginning when I was doing it, look, 73, 54. There's some videos that just didn't do well, and that will happen. You gotta live with that. You gotta live with the fact that every one of your videos doesn't need to do well. That's not necessary if you build a catalog of content. So look, 9.1k, I think that was another one, 1.3k. What else do we have? We got 34k. This one I knew was going to do well because a lot of people asked for it, and this did well pretty quickly. Like, it got 1,000 views within a week, so I knew it was going to continue to do well. What else do we have? 1.1k over here. How to win more gunfights on console and get more kills. I thought this was going to do very well when I done it, but it didn't. It got like 100 views. This one's finally nearly 1,000. And playing the long game, bro, so important. So important. When you play the long game, things come around full circle. Things come around full circle when you play the long game and you believe in yourself. But when you're out here, you know, hoping for overnight success and you're not believing in the fact that things can work out, that's when you start acting like that and you start not putting the work in. Like, there's so many times on my channel where I wish I would have made more content around a certain subject, even though it didn't have any success at that particular time. Like when I did my how to write a rap song video, I did one of them. And I didn't do any more. I didn't do any more content around that. I've done one since, but to be honest, like, how much can you say about how to write a rap song? And that's not something that I'm really focusing on. But if I did like 10, 20 videos around the same subject, that would have been way better. But I didn't have the foresight to see that. I didn't have premonitions and the future sight to be able to know that that was going to happen. But that's why I'm trying to give that information to you guys, so that you know, make a bunch of content around one thing, around one specific thing or one game. Make a lot of content around it. Make like 50 videos, make 100 videos if you can. Continue to pump out content. Use SEO, use all the other tactics that I've talked about. And in 6 months, come back, look at your channel. You will see massive growth. Trust me. Trust me. Do it. This is so important. So many of you don't do it. You don't put in the work. You sit around and you moan and you complain and you don't actually put in the work. You got to put in the work. It's so important. The work should be something that you love as well. You should love making these videos and putting them out and solving people's problems. That's what I do. I focus on solving people's problems. Maybe you want to entertain people. You want to make people laugh. So focus on getting better at that. Focus on being more funny. Focus on making better, more entertaining videos. Focus on that. Also, do search friendly content. Don't just focus on your let's plays, because that will take ages for you to grow. Trust me. I'm not saying you can't grow just doing let's plays, but it will take a while if that's what you do. Do search friendly content as well. Listen to the tips that I've given you in this video, so that you can basically create a channel built for success. A channel that you don't have to release a video that gets 1 million views every day on. That's not the type of life that you don't want to put yourself in that position. You don't want to put yourself in the position that your next video has to pop off for you to be able to eat. That is a terrible position to be in. That's when you see people recording dead people in the woods. Although Logan Paul didn't need to do that in order to eat. But you get what I'm saying. Like, when you're constantly chasing trends, if you stop chasing trends, your channel dies, because you don't have any content that's there that will keep on bringing people in, because your content is all based around timely stuff that basically people stop caring about, like memes die all the time. People constantly telling me my channel's dead because I've got like 23,000 subscribers and some of my videos will get like 100 views or something, but I know in 6 months those videos can get thousands of views. I've got videos with hundreds of thousands of views. Does that mean I bought views? No. And I'm constantly getting subscribers and constantly getting more views of videos that I made 6 months ago, 3 years ago, that sort of stuff. Long game, so important. Please stop quitting before you get started, because that is one of the biggest things that I see happen. People start their YouTube gaming channel, they put up a few videos, they see that it doesn't do well, it doesn't get any views, and they're like, you know what, what's the point? And you know, maybe your content isn't good enough at this point, that maybe it is like, what's the point? Because no one cares and you don't care enough. But if you've got a why, you've got a reason why you're making the content, you've got value to give people, then you have a responsibility to continue going. You need to continue going, because if you don't, then that value that you're providing is not going to be out there in the world. And that's where I want to leave you guys. I want to leave you guys thinking about that, thinking about what kind of value you can provide to people, and have you understand that that value is important, and if you don't put it out, no one else is going to. Or maybe someone else is putting it out, and then maybe you do something different. But then remember that just because someone else is doing the same type of video that you're making, or the same type of content, doesn't mean that you can't do it, because you have different experiences. You're a different person. Different people are going to be able to relate to you. You got to remember that, and you got to just keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. It took me years to get to the point where I knew what I was doing on YouTube, and it might take you years. But if you want to make that process quicker, I highly suggest you get my book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness. I basically created a guide that I wish I would have had when I started out on YouTube. And that book will walk you through the stages of what you need to do to set up your channel, what you need to do to grow, and what you need to do to start making money from your channel without relying on AdSense, which most YouTube gamers and YouTubers in general do. They just put up videos and they think, wow, I need to get loads of views in order to make money. And that's not necessarily true. You can make way more money by creating a business around your channel, although that's going to take more work. It definitely will take more work, and in the book I definitely give you some ideas on how you can do it, different ways that you can monetize your channel, different avenues that you can go down, and I think that's very important. So definitely check that out if that's something you might be interested in. You can also get a free chapter, link will be in the description below, and I think it's really something that will help you out, because it's definitely what I wish I had when I started out. If I had this book, if I had all the knowledge that I knew now, it wouldn't have taken me 3 years to start building my YouTube gaming channel and start growing and all that sort of stuff. It wouldn't have taken, you know, this amount of time to amass the knowledge, because I'd have it all in one condensed form. And I think that's really important. If you want to take the shortcut, the book is there for you. If you want to take the long way, I've got a bunch of content on the channel that will help you build your YouTube gaming channel. I've got a bunch of resources down below in the description that will help you grow your YouTube gaming channel. So definitely check out the links in the description, as there's a lot of things that will help you out over there. And yeah, thanks for watching. This was a long one. I wanted to make it the ultimate guide to basically show you guys everything that you need to know in order to start creating your content and to start your gaming channel on the right path. And I think I've done it. I'm going to turn this into a blog post as well. That should be in the link down below, and probably be able to get it in a PDF format so that you can just look through it when you want to, instead of having to come all the way to the video or going all the way to the blog post. So definitely check out that. You'll be able to download it on the blog post page. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you got any more questions or any other tutorials that you'd like me to make, leave those in the description below, as I will be going into more in-depth points, covering more in-depth points, maybe like how to create channel art, how to do your thumbnail, how to make more money from doing this, or how to get more watch time on your channel, those sorts of things. If any of those interest you, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you want the most, or let me know what you've got on top of your head, the biggest problems that you're having. I guess that's the question of the day. What is your biggest problem with your YouTube gaming channel? Remember, Your goal shouldn't be to get subscribers. It shouldn't be to get views. Your goal should be to provide some sort of value. And when you provide that value, people will subscribe. You will get views. That's just the way it works. But if you're chasing after those metrics, it's gonna be a tough road for you. It's gonna be a tough road because you're not gonna be actively doing the things that get you those metrics. You got to focus on what you can control and focus on the value that you can provide, and you'll see everything fall into place. It's so real. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next YouTube guide. Peace out. If you want to learn how I got over 23,000 subscribers and millions of views on my YouTube gaming channel, then you are in luck. Sign up to this free course right now. Link will be in the card, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. In this course, you will learn the best way to write your video titles, tags, and descriptions to help you rank on the first page of YouTube. It's simple when you know what to do. I'll also show you a hack that will help you choose the right key phrases and help you create videos that can rank and get views no matter what game you play. Stop struggling to grow your YouTube gaming channel and start doing what works. Click on the link in the description or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. This course will not be up forever, so get in there as soon as possible. I hope to see you here soon, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey of turning your passion into your career.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.